call the names. Wake the room. Wake the room. Wake the room! Lou, Rex, Pam Ray, Naomi, Afasiana, Babbler, Monarch Soul, Jojo, Gray Eyes, fill my eyes. Poets assemble. No masks, no manners. Say it plain, or say it broken. Monday night in the garden of enlightenment. Low light lit minds, every line got intent. Clock ticks crooked and the room turns vigilant. Quiet so loud you can hear what the tension meant. Then it slips after midnight, manners get murdered. Nice little masks get cracked by a word or a murmur. Twisted Tuesdays twist truth till it turns on its heel. Clean cut faces go strange when the dark gets real. You can feel that shit, that slick little slip when the grin stays sweet, but the eyes don't sit. Like the room grew ribs, like the walls grew ears, like the hush got hands and it's pulling you near, and the words don't rest, they press. Put a heel on the chest, leave a dent in the breath. Every line like a knock from the back of the brain. Like you came in one shape, you won't leave the same. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whispering the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, Wednesday breaks, parts in the park, sink down the spine, half halo, half hazard, both hands in the light. Then the art of seduction walks soft through the smoke, silk on the tongue with the blade in the joke. Books and bards wakes dust in the depth of the shelves. Old ghosts lean out and start naming themselves in a craft and sullen up the ache. Gets a voice, pain stands up street and makes silence a choice. Then break on through when the devil gives way, when the masses sink but the pulse says pray. Echoes in the dark, oh hun, the fear, that thing when no name starts ringing in your ear. Say it, say it. Fill my eyes with poetry, don't water it down. Let it bite, let it bloom, let it burn through the crowd. Bad company grins like a bruise, dressed smart, and rhythm and rhyme puts a boot through the heart. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. Late night poets, hear the whole thing shift from a whisper in the ribs to a line that lifts from the darkened edge of doubt to the pull you can't ignore. We don't just read the night, we make it something more. Say it plain, say it broken. Late night poets, some come shattered, some come slick. Some speak honey with a blade in it. Some sound velvet, some sound wire. Some walk in low and take the room higher. Some come holy, some come liars. That's the thing! This ain't filler for the dead space, no. There's a pulse with the pen, there's a blood with a nickel, there's a breath to the backbone, ink with the crown. Live mics, live nerves, truth laid bare in the round. This is the beautiful mess, the bruise and the bloom, the line that cuts clean and makes a little room. Late souls, wide eyes, all nerve in the dark. A room full of hearts beating hard through the dark. Wake the room, wake the room. Late night poets, where the room leans in, where the sharp gets shown and the soft don't dim. slips past polite. We tell the truth. LNP, we love you. Stay frosty.
Hello, world. Happy Wednesday. You're listening to Gray Eyes Smith and Pam Ray. We bring you the Art of Seduction. This show is brought to you by a group on all poetry called Late Night Poets. And we have anthologies available on Amazon.com, so feel free to check those out and help support these shows. That said, tonight's show is based on a contest ran for me by the wonderful Pam Ray, and the contest is called The Art of Seduction Sensual Rights, Free Rights. Welcome.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, beautiful contest, and should be some excellent rights in here. Hi,
Yeah,
Pam
well,
Ray.
yeah, I figured it wasn't something I usually do, so, why not run a
Hello.
pre-writes contest? And, the thing with pre-writes contests is it can offer up a nice variety. And I thought, why not go big or go home, you know, or both. I actually go big and go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yep,
Exactly.
yep.
Right?
But yeah, no,
Go home big.
it was nice because
Right?
the good thing about running a big pre-writes contest is that this covered last week's show that we did together, and then it'll cover this week's show. And yeah, so all good, all good. And how was your day today, Gray?
It was nothing special, but I mean, every day is special, really. I mean, when you've lived the life that I've lived, you're grateful for every day that you have on planet Earth. So, yeah, a beautiful day.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
And
feel
it
the
was also
same
a nice
way.
sunny day, so it felt like summer is
Yeah.
here.
Are you have do you have the
Yeah,
wildfires
no
in your
doubt.
area or
Yeah, so that's
okay. Okay, I didn't
not
think
at the moment. No.
yeah. Yeah, we don't have where I live in Wisconsin, we don't have the wildfires, but what we do have right now is really poor air quality because the smoke from the wildfires in both Minnesota, which is a state kind of like right below next to us, um, and um, and then the part the area of Canada that the wildfires are in, we're getting smoke from both sides. And, I definitely try to look on the positive side, like that, the fact that, you know, at, at, that we don't have that much to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, yes, the smoke is really bad, the air quality is really bad, but it could be worse. You know, my my heart and prayers go out to those who are dealing with the wildfires right now.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. I mean,
Yeah,
absolutely,
absolutely.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, that's a danger. I mean, living in a forest is a beautiful thing, but the wildfires are just especially scary. So my heart goes out
They
to those suffering.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And the same thing with
I'd like to
heat.
say hello.
I'm
Sorry. I'd like to say hello, Jojo, and sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying the same thing with heat. Like, I have to remind myself that while it's uncomfortable for me,
Hello.
there are people who it's just so much hotter for them, And but yeah, it's really good to see Errant and Yumpy and Jojo. Um, very very good to see them all. And I always look forward to hanging out with you and other cool poets. And getting into some hot poetry. And all right, well, I guess we can go ahead if you're ready, Gray, and I'll put up the
Yeah,
first poem. We'll
exactly.
get the
Hot
ball
poetry for a
rolling.
hot day.
Oh my goodness gracious! Like we need to be any hotter. That's all right. At least this is a
Sounds
good
good.
hot.
Thank you, Pam.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right. So the first poem
Yeah,
I'm putting up
exactly.
is Gallery Piece by Endless, and I'll go ahead and give this a read. I'd like to feel that honey as it drips, drips, drips from those lips, lips, lisp, from a strange verse's placid, surfaced, perfect poker face. End poem.
Well, that said a lot without saying too much, really. Um, there's a special flower that brings out a special nectar that every bee wants, and I thought he captured that beautifully. Did an excellent read of it, Pam. What did you think?
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I thought that this was very sexy.
Pam, right?
Beautifully.
Yeah.
Can you not hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can. There's a delay. I'm gonna have to turn my headphones off.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a good idea. And if that doesn't work,
Bye,
I can
Pam.
try hanging up and calling back. All right. So I thought this was beautifully written. I like the wordplay of drips. Um, I like the flow of this, how she has certain, the word lips floating, dripping down. And oh, I like the mention of the poker face. That makes me think of Lady Gaga's song "Poker Face." And this just has amazing imagery and metaphors, great use of wordplay, and it's a beautiful sensual brevity on games played with the sweetness of desire. Wonderful, right, and very well done.
Absolutely. Great comment, Pam Ray. All right, where are we to next, Pam?
All right. Up next, we have The Cod Could Wait by Visago. And go ahead, please, Gray, and give that a read.
Alrighty. Oh, sorry, I just got to get back to the group here. Refresh my page because that's not the right link. Alrighty, here we go. The Cod Could Wait by Visago. Tomorrow, I'll make cod, your favorite, the Norwegian way. She smiled, that grin, the one that always meant I should be careful. Morning escaped. Morning, I escaped to my little bar for coffee. Breakfast, a little peace. When I came home, Spanish music filled the house. She was there, mop in her hands, bare legs, my favorite shorts, or perhaps the lack of them. She moved like the floor had become a dance partner, turning, gliding, bending to pick something up, whistling to herself as if she had no idea what she was doing to me. You cook, I'll finish this. I'll be done before the food. Potatoes on, cod from the fridge, carrots grated with vinegar and sugar, bacon crackling in the pan. Tu el muy bien, mi amor. Gracias. The cod went into the water. I walked to the living room, rolled a spliff, needed to cool down. She looked at me, still dancing with that mop, still smiling. What? I'm just cleaning. No, I muttered. You're a witch with a mop. She laughed, that wicked laugh. Back to the kitchen, back to the living room, back to the kitchen, round and round, until she stopped me. What's wrong? You're running all over the house. I looked at her. The potatoes could wait. The cod could wait. You know what I said? We're going upstairs. End poem. And what are your thoughts, Pammy?
Oh, I really enjoyed this one. I'm very curious if cod the Norwegian way is lutefisk. I do know that we here up in this area of Wisconsin, we have a lot of people of Swedish and Norwegian descent, and we actually have churches that have lutefisk dinners as fundraisers. Now, I've never tried it. I've never been bold enough. Um, but I do love how this is a treat for the senses and how it shows that love and sensuality time spent together can be about those everyday moments, watching your partner dance with a broom, cooking for each other, and then just deciding that dinner can wait because there's more important things to focus on. I just thought this was so heartfelt, so delightful. I honestly think like so much of this just sounds delicious. Like the carrots grated with vinegar, sugar, bacon crackling in the pan. That sounds like I don't know, right up my alley, like something I would really like. I love the part where she's dancing with the mop, and of course, the ending was absolutely wonderful. I looked at her; the potatoes could wait, the cod could wait. You know what? I said, "We're going upstairs." I commented on this. I left a written comment about 4 days ago, and Vizago said, and maybe next time I take you upstairs too. So, you know what? I am looking forward to part two, where Vizago takes us all upstairs with him. So, there you
Right.
go. Very well done.
Absolutely. Yeah, my comment on the poem was okay, now I'm hungry and horny at the same time. It was an excellent write throughout. I really enjoyed the whole thing. The stage was set, the actors played their roles, and it was beautifully done. So an excellent write, Bizago.
Absolutely. All right. And up next, we have Seduction Therapy by Mermaid. And it goes like this. His thoughts and behavior presented in a unique manner, hidden hurts and fears behind eyes of desire. Her patient needed therapy, desperately fanning her flames of fire. Holding back was futile. Come to me, her voice breathed, soft and wanting, mesmerized. Silently, passion spoke through soulful gaze, slowly revealing taut muscles, his throbbing erection ablaze, tasting her first, wasting no time, sliding inside. Yes, she cried, pulling him deeper astride, stars exploding, wave after wave, therapy in motion, climaxing closure, session over. End poem.
Beautiful read, Pam Ray. Sorry, I was kind of speechless there.
Oh
Um,
my goodness,
but
I
yeah, that's my
understand
kind of
that.
therapy session. Sorry, Pam.
Oh, I said I can understand that. That left me
Right?
blushing.
Right, no doubt. And that's not easy to do considering you run a dungeon, so
Right?
but yeah, that's my kind of therapy for sure. Um I like the way it was written, it was so laid out and so visual that you could see everything that was expressed here. Um and some of that made me blush too, really. At 55 years old, here I am blushing at a poem. But stars exploding, wave after wave, therapy in motion, climaxing closures, session over. What an excellent therapy session that is. Fantastic job, Mermaid. And thank you so much for sharing. Um,
Oh,
Ray, what did you think?
oh, I thought this was wonderful. And great comment there, Gray. I have to agree with you. This has this really strong, visceral imagery. I really like the black and white photography that's attached to that. And I tell you, this would be like, this is the best therapy ever, is some really passionate session of love making, and wonderful lines throughout. But I have to say, I did especially like the last two stanzas. Beautifully written and very well done by Mermaid.
Fantastic
And
comment, Ray.
thank you.
You did a
Thank
beautiful
you.
read as well.
Well, thank you very much. And oh, just so you know, if you have any like that you really like and you want to add to the finalist list, go ahead and do that. You don't have to, but if you want to, you're welcome to.
Okay.
So, all right. All right. And oops, that's the same poem. Just ignore that. And let me go grab the next one. All right. And I am actually going to put up T Manzano for you because I will put his in your voice and Blue Harrison in my voice. All right. So we have Taker by T. Manzano. And go ahead, please, Gray, and give that a read.
Okay. Taker by T. Manzano. I know when conversations sound like noise, you are close. You walk between the ions that charge the air, pressurizing the room. I feel my chest pounding out distress signals. My mouth moves, but my eyes fix on you, follow your body's language, crossing a room, waiting for it to speak of me. A hello between us slows time, prepares my hand to feel yours in mine, studies the curves and texture with my thumb against your palm, watches your lips slide across your teeth to smile. Your eyes will blink to open like a present, and I will move with you because you move for me. We use one syllable words that leads us into bedrooms. You wake in the morning on fire that can't be put out. Leave charred pieces of you all over me. We always hate each other because I rip you into trophies for I keep for me, ones that you can't have back. You give me too much, yet I still want your safe words that sit in the dark corners of your mouth, places deep in you that sits like a child holding knees tight against their chest. I want it. I want it just for me. Wear them on a necklace that everyone thinks is artistic, not knowing it's your chastity. Oh, this? Yes, this is her. Oh my God, he did that to me. Necklace. I want to damage you. Want people to ask what's wrong with you. I want you to be this way because I violate everything you have or will have in those safe places. What color do you taste like? What chemistry will burn my tongue? What fold or bend or slice of you will sear me? What will keep my tongue there in spite of it? When you get home, you anguish within yourself, but you want me to have them enough to not wipe me off, enough for you to open your mouth wide in the mirror, searching desperately for what I haven't taken yet. End of poem. And the author's notes say seduction comes in many forms. This one is obsessive and mutual. The line between passion and harm blurred by both parties, not imposed by one. It doesn't ask to be gentle, to be felt. End poem. Or sorry, end comment.
I'm
And
glad
Pam
you read
Ray, what
that
are your
reading.
thoughts?
Well, first of all, wonderful read there, Gray. Oh, this is an absolutely beautiful and powerful write by T. Manzano. I will say I am a huge fan of one syllable words in the bedroom. I mean, if you can't use the F word when dirty talking with your lover, like, what the heck? You know, come on, put some effort into it. But I really thought this, but that's just me. Everybody's different, and I like that. I liked his AN. I liked that he reminds us that, that seduction comes in many forms. Some do like it gentle, some like it rough, some like to go back and forth between the two. I like how this speaks on that idea of body language and sacrifice and giving and taking, and the idea of always wanting more. Um, and I think there's great lines throughout, but especially like, I want it. I want in just for me. Wear them on a necklace that everyone thinks is artistic, not knowing it's your chastity. Oh, this? Yes, this is her. Oh my God, he did that to me necklace. I want to damage you, want people to ask what's wrong with you. I want you to be this way because I violate everything you have. And I mean, I could keep going all the way down to the end, but very passionate and intense lines that just keep building up with the idea of sexual desire that borders on obsession. So excellent write and very well done.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Pam. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a powerful poem. The passion is intense. There's a fire burning hot between these two consenting adults. Um, I thought it was just well written, and yeah, a pleasure to read that. So it was nicely done. Thanks so much for sharing, Team Montano. I really enjoyed it a lot.
All right, great comment there, Gray. And up next, we have Most Fierce Burnings by Blue Harrison. And get back to where I need to be. It goes like this: the spill of your hum razors every inch of my skin. When did you realize open entry is what you've been given? Throated desires, the pitted fires we fear to breathe, life into, to give into, are the most fierce burnings of all. I can't reconcile those rampant triple X episodes of my mind with what there was in front of me. Now you sing bare skin and panting before me, ready for the next overture, center stage, and all else in my life fades. While I seat myself to chorus, mouth and limbs spread wide. Oh, how you fill me with drum and string and mouth driven rhythm. Every physical inch of me responds right for your pulse, that tempo you set as we sweat and entwine, offering mated chimes to the moon. End poem.
Beautiful read, Pam Ray. But the poem had exceptional imagery and metaphors throughout. Um, I really liked the play between the lovers and the orchestra. Making music in the bedroom is a beautiful thing. Um, a spill of your hum razors every inch of my skin. When did you realize open poetry, or sorry, open entry is what you've been given? Throated desires, the pitted fires we fear to breathe life into, to give into, are the most fierce burnings of all. Yeah, what a way to begin a poem. Um, absolutely. And then the next one stanza is, I can't reconcile those rampant triple X episodes of my mind with what there was in front of me. Yeah. Sometimes people just bring out those thoughts, and you play the thoughts in your head, and you can't help that. And they don't mean to be that they don't mean to be that role, but they're playing it in your own head. So it was nice, great, right? And your thoughts, Family?
Oh, absolutely. I have to agree. This has such beautiful and brilliant imagery and metaphors. These really passionate lines. I see she won a bronze in the previous contest, and that is definitely well deserved. I like how this sensual rite speaks on the idea of flesh and spirit that responds with wild abandonment to the heat of physical touch. And I think I love all the mention, like the how it has a consistency in tone because of all the music references. And I think there's great lines throughout, but I did especially like, now you sing bareskin and panting before me, ready for the next overture. Center stage and all else in my life fades while I seat myself to chorus mouth and limbs spread wide. Wonderful lines, beautifully written and very well done.
Fantastic comment, Family. Alrighty, where would you next, Pam?
All right, up next we have Daughter of Eden by S.E. DeHaven. And go ahead, please, Gray, and give that a read.
Alrighty. Honey lingers on her fingers as she presses the fig between his teeth, burst full ripe on his tongue. She laughs in sugared rose water and feeds him fat grapes, sliced strawberries, and wedges of sunshine peach from sweet fingers. He kisses the juice from fingers and lips, spiced ginger and cinnamon tea on her breath. Her kisses taste like Eden and leave him longing for a home, a garden that he never knew. End poem. And this was written for a contest called Your Best Feast.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
What are your
know
thoughts,
this.
Family?
Oh, this is so delicious. So delicious. It is a treat for the senses. I have no doubt this will be up your alley, Gray, because you just love those sweet, juicy peaches. I know you've mentioned that before. But this is definitely finger licking good. It's a sexy treat. It's delicious and delightful. I love the imagery throughout, and I like how it's told in a narrative form, with and so much said with only 72 words. And I thought there were great lines throughout, but I especially like, he kisses the juice from fingers and lips, spiced ginger and cinnamon tea on her breath. Her kisses taste like Eden and leave him longing for a home, for a garden that he never knew. Wonderful lines and very well done by S.E. DeHaven.
Yeah, another one. So now I'm back to being hungry and horny at the same time again. Thanks for that, S.E. DeHaven. But there's something sensual about being fed fruit that I don't know what it is, but a woman feeding a man fruit is so erotic and so, especially peaches. I mean, there's just something about the texture of peaches that
Yes.
really wets my lips and but ignites my hunger. So beautiful, right, S.E.D. Haven? Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we're all going to be, I tell you, by the end of this show, I have a feeling we're just all going to be, our minds are going to be like not knowing which way to go, to the kitchen or the bedroom or both.
Right? Exactly.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'll go ahead and get the next poem up, which is Orbit by Bomb Supply. I circle you with both my eyes and my feet, studying you. The contra the contrapposto stance, the furtive dare of your grin, statuesque you stand. Mine is an orbit. I have become enraptured in the gravity of you. Is it I or this room that spins? Perhaps whichever explains my dizziness. Sun, you are. Each spin around you a warm gift, but a warmer one awaits when the time comes that your gaze meets mine and I, in punch drunk love, wonder, have your eyes always been this green? End poem.
Great read, Pam Ray. But yeah, this is another favorite of mine. It's the theme of cosmic love. Um, it's there's just something so immense about finding each other in the universe and just flying through that universe with hands held, embraced, and in love. So it was a wonderful write, and you did a beautiful read, Pam Ray. But this was inspired by um, Night Pupil by EpiPen.
Oh,
So
it's always,
nicely done,
it's
Bomb
always
Supply.
good to see when poets are
Sorry?
inspired by each other. Oh, I was saying it's always good to see when poets are inspired by each other.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, I thought this was just an amazing write. I like the one word title, Orbit. I am so sorry for um, stumbling over that one word. I don't, honestly, I don't even know what that means. Maybe that's something you could look up, Gray, while I'm commenting what catraopsto means. Aposto. Um, but yeah, I like the spacing in this. I like the question asked at the end. I like the use of the phrase "punch drunk love." The use of the smaller case eyes are intriguing, giving the idea that maybe not feeling worthy of the person that you're enraptured by, that you have this obsessive crush on. Um, and I thought this had wonderful lines throughout, but I especially like mine is an orbit. I have become enraptured in the gravity of you. Is it I or this room that spins? Perhaps whichever explains my dizziness. Sun you are, each spin around you a warm gift, but a warmer one awaits. Wonderful lines and very well done by Bomb Supply.
Absolutely. Beautiful comment. Thank you, Pam Ray. But the contrapposto pose, often referred to as counterpoise or weight shift, relies on anatomical balance. The engaged leg, one leg bears the full weight of the body, causing that hip to rise. The free leg, the other leg is relaxed, slightly bent, and rests on the ground. To keep the figure from topping over, the spine curves and the shoulder opposite the engaged legs dip slightly. This counterbalancing creates an elegant tilt between the shoulder and hips. So there you go, Pam
Well,
Ray.
that's That is really interesting. I learned something new. Thank you for looking that up, Gray. I do have to say, it sounds like a way of standing that me personally, I would either end up throwing out my back or just falling, like I'm pretty sure that is not a stance I could accomplish and look graceful. But yeah, very, very cool to learn something new. All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I'm gonna check to see. Oh, I see Weaver. And I'm gonna go ahead and add her to the stage so she can join us. All right. And welcome, Kate. Glad you could join us.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Hi,
Yeah.
Weaver.
Hi, Gray.
How you doing today?
I'm wonderful,
Tonight?
thank you. This morning.
Th- this early morning? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I'm in
3 o'clock in the morning where you are, isn't it?
yeah, it's like I live in a different world. It's so odd. Well, I do
Yeah,
anyway.
you
So.
do. Scotland is another planet to itself, so
Oh my God, it is. It's full of weirdos and doer people. But never mind, I love it.
you fit right in, hey?
Oh, I do beautifully. You wouldn't even see
But
me. I'm so invisible.
you're right. Yeah, that's why you fit into this group so well.
Yes, you see, I love odd people. Not to say that you're odd, but I do love people who are different, and we're all different, which is wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got to embrace our differences for sure.
I would embrace your differences any day you like. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that at all. That didn't sound quite the way I meant that to sound, but in a motherly way. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So again, disrupted the whole joint. Sorry about that, folks. Oh dear.
Well, welcome to the show, Weaver.
Thank you. And hello, Pam. I love you. How you doing?
I am doing great. It's good to hear your voice. I'm glad you could join us on this wee hours of the day that you have over there.
Yeah, well, this is my normal being wide awake and wandering about the house kind of time. So it's lovely to have something to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I've got the next poem up, and it is Had a Flight to Catch Her Morning by Odd Odyssey Poet. And Gray, would you give that a read for us, please?
Sure. To protect your mouth from the flavor of strong affections, you wore a condom for each kiss you shared, as the claims of delivering you a satisfying release. Yet you were never keen, pretending to be her hero with underwear cover over your trousers, searching for an oasis in that youthful sensation. But Rapunzel barely lets down her hair. To be fair, you always maintained the role play, but you never truly relished these many games of anticipations. Some evenings were meant for you to open yourself, to open her wide, and if you catered to her every wish, even a genie wouldn't choose that lamp of theirs to inhabit. As she consumed much of you, the instant you decided to swallow your pride, like a child always confined indoors, you preferred to stay inside, sinking your teeth into the shape of her fruitful form. She bit down on your Adam's apple, silencing your cries. You didn't mind. Stripped off false pretense with an undressing gaze, peeling layers of skin like unwrapping a gift for a special occasion. The receptors at her core respond to the caress of your fingers as you witness all the evidence trickling down her smooth thighs. To gauge you, you took a sip from her cup, cradled her cups so modestly then took your stick to lead you into the passionate forest, unifying, or sorry, untying your laces while she's laced up in your favorite red, buttering her up, a piece of her that you savored like freshly baked bread. You deciphered her body in braille, stuffed her mailbox with new messages, the final note she will sit swiftly read. For you and her, wouldn't you desire to do more for her? If only time were on her side. But as you made her body soar, you did it under pressure, knowing you had to catch that flight in the morn. She mourns you now. End poem. And Pam Ray, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, great read there, Gray. Before I go into my thoughts on the poem, I would like to mention, just as a heads up, that we have only 11 rights left on the board. So, if there's anybody who wants to share something, um, go ahead and either put the link on the topic board, or you can send your link to Gray and he'll get it on the topic board. Um, and but yeah, so just in case, because I don't know if we can stretch 11 an hour and 15 minutes. So, and of course, if you want to put anything on the board, great, go ahead. And um but yeah, this had it had a strong emotional impact. um I didn't find it particularly sensual, but I liked the way it was written. Like, I feel like it's, to me, a well written poem about a relationship that two people are just too different for each other, a relationship that caused each person too much pain. And it feels like, in the ending line, she mourns you now, feels like the idea of, regret. Like, perhaps there's this idea of regret for how you treated a person. I do think this has strong emotive lines, great imagery and metaphors, and there's just such a sense of kind of bitterness and anger to it. So, but, and which is, for what it is definitely a well done poem. And you can tell that this is just two people who are just really hurting each other, but nicely done.
Fantastic comment, Pam Ray. I didn't read it like that, but anyway, Weaver, what did you
Oh,
think?
well, I'm looking forward to what you two saw.
Absolutely. Weaver, what are your thoughts?
Now I'm completely confused. Ah, dear. Yeah. I think, yeah, I get the not so much anger as a sort of either one-upmanship, or I'll get my comments in before you get your comments in, kind of thing. But yeah, there was an awful lot into this. There was a great, the metaphors are amazing. To gauge her, you took a sip from her cup, cradled her cup so modestly, then took your stick to lead you into the passionate forest. Well, well, well. Well, there's not a lot to misconstrue there, is there, really? Yeah, I thought it was. I liked, I love it. Took your stick to lead you into the passionate forest. So beautifully done. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like something that makes me think, and this did that. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. What I got out of it is, there's a quickie happening here, because you got to catch your plane. So, um, to me, I put there's nothing quite like a quickie to end slash start the day. Um, I mean, you can't always have it be a long love making session. Sometimes you just have to, you know, release the beast and carry on with your day or night, whichever it is. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a fantastic rate. That's what I got out of it, Pam Ray. I mean, there
I
was some
like
back and
that.
forth in there, but At the end, it was all just about a quickie.
I like that. That's a really great perspective. Absolutely, absolutely. So much better than mine. I mean, I really like that idea. But now I have an image of Gray going, "Release the Kraken."
All right.
Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's see here. Gonna put the next poem up, and it is Femme Fatale by Lilac Forever. And go ahead, please, Kate, and give that a read for us.
I certainly will. Thank you. Femme Fatale by Lilac Forever. I rise from the ground bloodthirsty, a vampire hunting for male validation. You provide me an open wound, fresh and scarlet, calling for my fangs like a red full moon. I'm dressed in spider's lace and dust's aureole, coming back from the underworld like Cora, bending body over yours like a man possessed, to drink up compliments right from the vein. Slide into me hard like a wooden stake. End poem.
Fantastic read, Weaver. And what did you think, Pam Ray?
Oh, this is a wonderful, dark, sensual brevity. You did a great read there, Kate. I figured that would be like right up your alley. I love the imagery in this. Um, and especially in the first stanza, and I swear, as far as dark, sensual, vampiric rites go, I've never seen a better ending than slide into me hard like a wooden stake. That is one of those lines that I wish I had thought of. So just absolutely an amazing write by Lilac Forever, and very well done.
Beautiful comment, Pam Ray. And is that, yeah, that's Lady Diana as her picture. So, um,
Yeah. Wow.
interesting. But yeah, I like to write. The imagery is haunting and palpable. I really liked I'm dressed in spider's lace and dust's aura. I mean, that's banging right there. Um, but the imagery is easy to concept and conceptualize. Um, but I really like the way she ended it with slide into me hard like a wooden stake, take me out, end me. Um, Here I am. I'm ready to let go and cross over to the next life because you're everything I needed in this life. So beautiful, right? And very intimate and passionate for sure. Nicely done, Lilac Forever.
Absolutely. And great comment there, Gray. And all right, gonna put the next one up, and all right, let me get it posted in YouTube, and there we go. All right. Now we have In Our Meadow Shadows, In Our Meadows, let me try this again. In Our Meadow, Shadow and Light by Ghost Orchid. And it goes like this: barefoot on paths, stumbling into stroking landscapes, reverberating sensual bloom. Fingers trace collarbone as bruised sky against the night. Steam lingering epidural. Skin drinks light, moonlight melting on midnight waters. A blind electric stroke within the indigo curtain. Sandalwood musk oil dissolves the room completely. Two elements fuse beneath the weight of crushing gravity. Velvet meets flint, spearmint sparks strike bone. Stay right here as aortic chambers, wind wrapped knees, needs, a ghost touch lingers. Pieces of cloud scatter, glistening for sound, spine curves inward, a gnarled root bending toward the indigo and cobalt tides, while throat swallows a sigh and bedrock shifts slowly. Patchouli fireworks ignite on Cupid's bosom, raw oil pigments of caput mortem smear against sienna weight. As gossamer's unbuttoned light takes the room, palms grip hips, hands anchor waist until core drops away, a fault line shifting beneath raw linen. Look at me, a whispered secret weaves silk, pulse skips beat, midnight satins, Catalaya orchid, and friction sparks flame, magnet poles iron from lace syntax, where current runs, sediment and internal rust spreads across old architecture, staining porous limestone. Close your eyes, bergamot and ozone storm the senses, ribs trap beneath, chest holds, thunder and avalanche, falling heavy against alignment of limbs, prism holds light, then shadow melts light completely, mouth tastes salt, an ocean swallowing shore and sultry, fertile soil humidity. Hear my breath. Clove darkness seals seam as it rips apart, canvas cascading clean membrane giving way to furnace heat. Thighs meet warmth, marrow turns liquid, poured like molten glass into howls carved by igloo glaciers. Mirror reflects heat, teeth graze skin, a trinity of fire, ache of lilac blaze and blend, savoring pomegranate seeds, bruised peaches and milled velvet, moans and murmurs don't move yet. Indole heavy jasmine exhales, a pale dying breath against nape, a shiver arcs spine, a single lash puncturing silence, whispers spin webs in the dark, final stitching pulls loose, a string of syllables drenched in bitter sweetness, altar of your gravity, peaches and moonshine, vessel wall breaks open, bright heavens encircling world unlaced from flowery meads, sparrows hill, shadow steals. Current wears stone, juices running, desires woven in horizon, silk and breath, dissolves completely into chartreuse submersion, chaos claims order, flesh folds close, breathing ragged, moon hangs slightly forward. End poem. Oh my goodness, you can tell where my mind is that I changed submersion to submission.
Ah,
Right. Yeah, beautiful read, Pam Ray. And your thoughts, Weaver?
well, I thought, well, beautifully read, by the way. That was really well done. This is surreal, I suppose, as it says in the AN, abstract surrealism. And I don't know if you've looked at the AN, but it basically explains the whole piece of poetry in all its different aspects. Um, so that makes it an awful lot easier for any of us or all of us to get into this piece of poetry. But yes, there are some wonderful lines. Altar of your gravity, peaches in moonshine, vessels walls break open, bright heavens encircling world unlace. From flowery mead, sparrows, hills, shadows, steals. A lot of work, a lot of thought, and a lot of wonderful ideas have gone into this, and I enjoyed it a great deal. So thank you for sharing.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Weaver. Yeah, I really enjoyed the poem. I mean, it reads like a book, honestly. Um, I mean, it's actually broken up into chapters in the author's notes. The first one is tactile and somatic, touch and friction. The next one is scent and atmosphere. Third one is visual, color and shadow. Fourth one is auditory, sound and silence. And the fifth one is taste. I'm all about taste, so five would be my favorite. Um, it's I don't know. There's something so powerful in the scent and taste of someone, of their flesh, of their juices. You know, that it really is. That's what locks it into me. For me, is the the scent of somebody, the taste of somebody. Um, that is intimate and engaging. It's there's just something so powerful about that sensation that for me is the taste. I'm all about I'm all about eating. So um, I can I can smell and taste lovers from you know before, and so I really enjoyed this poem. It was very well written, and I like the author's notes that accompany it. Um, each one is given an explanation as to how it relates, and you know, um, I don't know. There's something so powerful about this poem. I really liked it. I'm going to follow this person. Nicely done, Ghost Orchid. So we've had lilacs and orchids. So we're growing a garden here, and it's beautiful. What did you think, Weaver of Dreams?
I think I've commented. I don't think
Oh,
Pam
you
has.
have. Sorry, my bad. Pam
That's
Ray,
okay.
your thoughts?
Oh my goodness, this has such beautiful and brilliant imagery and metaphors. It truly is a treat for the senses. I like what you had to say, Gray, about this growing a garden. I mean, I love the different flowers used. I like the mention of, like there's so much nature references and the idea of soft and hard coming together and the idea of, the way the touch of a lover can throw you into these fits of passion. I just thought I love the sense of movement in this. Like as I was reading this, you can envision the two people moving together, and it draws them ever closer and closer. So absolutely love the way he covered all the different senses in this um beautiful and surreal way. So absolutely an amazing sensual write by Ghost Orchid, and very well done.
Beautiful
All
comment,
right,
Pam Ray. Thank you so much.
well, thank you. And
And a
we
fabulous
are
read
going
as
to.
well.
Oh, thank you. I tell you, he's got such beautiful poetry, but sometimes I just stumble a little bit. So, but I do enjoy reading it. Um, since we are at the second hour, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do open sensual poetry right now, which I have a couple on the board. So I forgot to go grab one. So let me do that. All right. All right. So putting this up here, and I'm going to put up Stardust by Errant Panther. And Gray, as soon as you're ready, go ahead and give that a read for us.
Alrighty. So we have Stardust by Errant Panther. Clandestine kiss floats like a feather to the breeze's folly. Tender traces of breath teasingly toy with flowing tresses. Slender skin willingly surrenders a supple sigh. Areolas flush amid a delicate dance of amorous digits, sanguine smiles of pleasured serenity, wrapped up in satin sheets, incense plumes its pristine perfume into the air, immersing all it touches with a hint of passion and peach. Moonlight mingles in measured steps with souls in ecstasy's cradle, languishing within a liquid lullaby as though they were moments melting in the sun. Oh, what devilish desires dare to delude the senses when one breathes deep the sprinkles of stardust. End poem. And the author's note says prompt stardust bracket with a central theme connecting it to love in some way bracket. And what did you think, Pamela?
Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Great read there, great. Amazing imagery and metaphors. I like the idea of connecting stardust with love and desire. This is very powerful, visceral, and romantic at the same time. Wonderful imagery and metaphors. Again, this is something that brings forth so many of the senses, and absolutely love the use of the phrase devilish desires in those end lines, and wonderful use of alliteration. Moonlight mingles in measured steps with souls in ecstasy's cradle, languishing within a liquid lullaby as though they were moments melting in the sun. Oh, what devilish desires dare to delude the senses when one breathes deep the sprinkles of stardust. That's like not only the idea of love driving you and desire driving you completely insane, but the idea of the moonlight adding to that intensity, that physical and emotional pleasure that makes you feel as if you've completely lost control of your senses. So wonderful, right, by Errant Panther, and very well done.
Beautiful comment, Pamela. Thank you so much. And Weaver of Dreams, your thoughts?
Oh yes, this was lovely, and like you said, Pam, I do enjoy alliteration, and this was done very well. Not too much, but enough to really make an impact, which is a clever way, a clever balance. Slender skin willingly surrenders a supple sigh. Ah, so cute. Yes, I like this. It was there was a gentleness about it, which I like, and that passion was there, but with a peach. Again with the food. What's going on here? But yes, beautifully.
You would think we had a theme tonight. Like the theme was bring us fruit.
Yes, yes, I know it's wonderful. Anything that's soft and squishy, that'll do for us. That didn't sound nice either. Oh dear. Okay, I thought this was wonderful, and thank you very much for sharing.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Weaver of Dream. And Pamela, where are we to next?
All right. Well, up next we have do 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 um where when the cosmos shuddered in delight by Yumpy. And Kate, as soon as you're ready, go ahead and give that a read for us.
I certainly will. I just have to find it. Um, oh no, I know. Try this. I've got things everywhere here. Oh, that's Aaron Panther. I don't see it on the board yet. Sorry. Let me just. I thought I saw it earlier, but uh, is it on? Is it in the studio? Is it on the board? No, no.
Yeah, it's
Can't
there. It's
refresh
at
it
the
because of
bottom.
trouble is if I refresh it throws me out. It's who's it by? Sorry, is it
Aaron,
what's the name?
sorry, it's by Yumpy.
Ah, right, yeah, I can't find it. I'm so sorry. Um,
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and give that a read because I'm going to actually put your poem up after this one, Kate. So I'll go
oh,
ahead and give Yumpy a read.
thank you.
And all right. So this is When the Cosmos Shuddered in Delight. We met where colors became desire, before red discovered fire, before blue understood longing, before gold realized desire. I felt you in the pulse between stars, a rhythm threading through nebula's indigo silk, beckoning me, transforming me, awakening me. Your soul felt like molten moonlight, silver streams pouring into starlight, violet safe air, galaxies blooming into flame, alchemy in motion. Every caress rewrote the constellations, painting the night sky into swirling hues the universe had never dared to dream. When your presence brushed my spirit, the cosmos shuddered in delight, a sermon of celestial devotion. So sacred, the galaxies danced in the heavens. Desire rose like a nebula in bloom, a slow unfurling of cosmic color where I tasted prophecy on my tongue. We became two ancient embers traversing the astral corridors of time, two wandering hymns, finding harmony through the ache of longing. Our bones remembered their origins, their primordial vow to ignite the void with love until even darkness blushed in a crimson spectacle. When we touch, truly touch, the universe breaks open in symphonic light. Stars spill auric secrets circling the planets. Moons kneel, shivering with admiration. Time unfurls its trembling wings into an azure hush, illuminating the night sky. In that moment, I knew you were not my lover, but the mirror of my creation, the echo of my soul, the echo my soul had been yearning for since the first dawn dared rise, a symphony the cosmos wrote to define devotional admiration, a fire warming galaxies through desire. We are the hush between worlds where love becomes edict. And when the universe dreams, it dreams in our convergence of light, two souls glowing in brilliance, two lights entwined, a cosmic intimacy so radiant that eternity pauses to watch us bathed in luminosity and poem.
Beautiful read, Pam Ray. Thank you so much. And Weaver of Dreams, what did you think?
that was brilliantly read. Thank you, Pam, for that. I couldn't find it anywhere. Um, yes, this is lyrical and interesting and just brings together two people who are more like, yeah, two universes. It's yeah, sorry. It's obviously very, it's a deep piece of poetry as well as being, so I don't know how sensual, but it definitely got a lot of desire in it. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Weaver. But yeah, I'm all about cosmic rights, as I said before, and this captures that just brilliantly. Um, I enjoy the thought of two lovers just flying through the cosmos together through their lovemaking, um, and their love shared. You know, but like I'm all about astro travel, and I believe in the ability to connect with somebody out there in the universe through thought. and through the heart's desires. Um, so I thought that was beautifully expressed in this, right? Um, but that penultimate stanza, and when the universe dreams, it dreams in our convergence of light, two souls glowing in brilliance, two lights entwined, a cosmic intimacy so radiant that eternity pauses to watch us bathed in luminosity. Just a beautiful right, Yumpy. I loved it. And excellent read as well, Weaver. What do you think? Sorry, Pam, you read that, right? Pam Ray, what
Yes.
did you think?
Oh, I thought this was absolutely beautiful. I thought this actually went really well with the header image that I put on the topic board. Plus, there was another contest that I ran recently that had this kind of psychedelic artwork with who was that? That was Marcus Alivardo. Like that's what, if you look at the artwork of Marcus Alivardo, that's kind of what this writing makes me think of. Wonderful imagery and metaphors, a beautiful consistency in tone. I like how this is not just about a physical connection, but about a connection between two souls. The idea of even the cosmos acknowledging the beauty of the love and desire that these two people shared. And I think there's great lines throughout, but I especially like, we became two ancient embers traversing the astral corridors of time, two wandering hymns finding harmony through the ache of longing. Our bones remembered their origins, their primordial vow to ignite the void with love until even darkness blushed in a crimson spectacle. Wonderful lines, beautifully written, and very well done.
Beautiful comment, Pam Ray. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to add a poem here, but where are we to next, Pam Ray?
All right. Well, up next, I am going to put um, The Danger is in the Dalliance by Weaver of Dreams. And go ahead, please, Kate, and give that a read for us.
Thank you very much. This was out of nowhere. I don't even know where this came from, but it's just a little bit of fun. So it says, "The danger is in the dalliance. The excitement of a new dalliance is heightened by the knowledge that I might be caught, found out. I'm a serial cheater. One lover is never enough. The thrill of the chase is what I'm all about. Not the normal mindset for a woman, I'm aware. We are homemakers, dedicated to family. Not quite. With the endorphin-filled high of the conquests in view, my mind turns to scenarios of a passionate night. When my body is stretched to its limits and beyond, with the scent of a clandestine meeting in the mix, I'm alive, hot and needy. I want everything you've got. You are my opiate, my needle, my sexual fix. I wish I could say that I'm eager to change, to atone for my past transgressions. Well, no. If I tumbled into the dark depths of normality, every ounce of my joie de vivre would go. End poem.
Beautiful read, Weaver, and wow, what a wonderful write. I mean, it speaks to a woman, you know, um, wanting to conquer, like have conquests and conquer. There's a thrill in that, the conquering and in the quest of the conquering, um, that lights your world up. And I say, you be you, f what the world thinks. And I loved it. Beautifully done, Weaver. Fabulous read as well. Pam Ray, what did you think?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you brought this onto the show to share with us. I see you just finished this 33 minutes ago. That is very impressive. I like the first person narrative. This is clever, dark sensuality. You really bring us into the mindset of someone who is a serial cheater, someone who gets high off of that next conquest, and someone who definitely has no plans of changing whatsoever. And I thought there were great lines throughout, but I did especially like not the normal mindset for a woman. I'm aware we are homemakers dedicated to family, not quite. If the endorphin filled high of conquests in view, my mind turns to scenarios of a passionate night. Nicely written and very well done, Kate.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pam Ray. And Weaver, would you like to say anything about your poem?
No, as I said, it was just a little bit of fun. I decided the reason it looks like it's only been finished is because it was in my drafts, and I just quickly put it onto the board because I had just finished it tonight. So yeah, bit of fun, and it's nothing at all like the person who wrote it. Of course not.
Yeah, at least not physically, but in your mind,
Well, okay then. Remember, married 3 times. What can I say?
Right. All right, Pam, I added a poem too.
Yes, I saw that. So I have put up Dungeons of Ecstasy by Gray Eye Smith. And go ahead, please, Gray, and give that a read for us.
Okay, sure. You tore the mask of innocence from my face, exposing the face of lust and desires. You didn't flinch. You ripped the mask of an angel from your own face, exposing the depravity beneath. Together we removed the walls of normality from the castle that held dungeons of ecstasy, switching roles back and forth, slave, master, master, slave, though we both know we will never behave. End poem.
Great read there, Gray. And oh, wow, what an amazing on the fly write. And Kate, your thoughts?
Oh yes, definitely. I enjoyed it. That was so cool. A little bit naughty, but that's exactly what we want. Definitely, I enjoyed it. I'm so glad you added it. And actually, just trying to put it on my board so I could actually see what I'm reading or talking about. Because I couldn't get it up before, but I've got it now. Dungeons of Ecstasy. I mean, I like I like a piece of danger in a dark place, but this is just very well done. Switching roles back and forth, slave, master, master, slave. Though we both know we will never behave. I like that. Oh, blimey, you're as bad as I am. Wonderfully done. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Weaver.
Great comment there, Kate. And I tell you, Gray, I am going to hand you a free pass to the dungeon after this poem. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, this is great. But I do like, I mean, like it does have that nice dungeon play in it, but it's also about taking off masks and being honest with each other, being adventurous with each other. And they're all the way through. There's great lines. I do like that you bring in the idea of switching roles. Because I think, well, that's not everybody's cup of tea. I do think switching can be very important. It spices things up. But wonderful lines throughout. but I especially liked, together we removed the walls of normality from the castle that held dungeons of ecstasy, switching roles back and forth, slave, master, master, slave. Wonderful lines and very well done.
Thank you, Pam. Yeah, I don't know, something about your comment earlier about the dungeon kind of just struck my head, and then I thought of the parties that they had where they all wore the masks, um, the royal
Oh,
parties or whatever,
yes. Yeah,
and the desires, what those masks hid underneath is what I kind of got out of that. So,
I like that.
well, thank you both kindly for your comments. That was wonderful.
All
Great
right,
work.
just gonna finish up my written comment, and then I will move us to the next poem. And all right, back to our contest entries, and I have put up Unzipped by Tribal Man. Also, let me make sure I get it into YouTube. And all right, there we go. All right, and it goes like this. Arms held over her head, a sign of flirting, thick mange tied in a chignon sexy whisper asks me to unzip her from the tight dress, grasping the golden pull tab down an inch or two, caress bare shoulders, lets out a sigh, nape kisses, leaving a trail of saliva. Her blood pressure escalates through my lips on veins, inching the zipper down a little more, gasps from me, teasing her, labored breathing, clenched small pale breasts, releasing the fabric, lets out a soft moan, inching down a little more, slowly undressing her, black dress lying at our feet, unzipped, and poem.
Beautiful read, Pam Ray. Thank you so much. And Weaver, what did you think?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, wow, it's a wonderful title, isn't it? I'm actually still I'm trying to find it. I'm getting myself lost here terribly. But that was a wonderful read. So I will look at it and make a comment later, but I have to find it first. So sorry. Oh dear. Back to you.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a hot and steamy write filled with palpable imagery and passion. Um, I thought it was just a fantastic write, and you did a beautiful job of reading that, Pam Ray. What did you think?
Oh, I thought this was a wonderful um right. Hold on, let me ask Jojo put a right on the board, so I wanted to find out if you wanted to call in and read that for us. And all right, very cool. Well, then I'll go ahead and comment, and then I'll bring him on board. All right. So yeah, this is a beautiful, passionate write. As her mind devours his words, her body longs for his touch. That's the quote he wrote to, and what a wonderful quote to get inspiration from. I like the buildup of intensity in this, how it's about, the idea of the anticipation that is happening when the dress is unzipped just a little bit at a time. And I thought there was wonderful lines throughout, but I did especially like grasping the golden pull tab down an inch or two, caress bare shoulders, lets out a sigh, nape kisses, leaving a trail of saliva. Wonderful poem and very well done by Tribal Man. And I will go ahead and add Jojo to the stage. And welcome, Jojo. Glad you could join us.
Hey, Pam. Hi, Gray. Hi, Weaver.
Hi, Jojo.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
All right. How are you all?
Good, thank you.
Doing
Good.
really good. And enjoying the poetry tonight. I tell you, there's moonlight, there's stars, there's fruit.
Stardust? There's
Oh my
stardust.
goodness gracious. Yes. I mean, wow. I can't even tell if it's the humidity or if I'm sweating from the poetry. I'm pretty sure it's both.
Yeah, a little of column A, a little of column B.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But I've put up One Pulse by T.S. Jojo. And whenever you're ready, John, go ahead and give that a read for us.
All right. So this is One Pulse by Jojo. I do not bring you roses. I bring you the certainty of my fingers tracing your body in the dark. I bring you the quiet truth of my breath against your skin, remembering mine. I bring you devotion, spoken low, my words finding yours and dissolving there. Tonight, my hands return to you, as if trained there, as if your waist were a compass, and I have always known your direction. Tonight, my lips find yours, as if they could forget, as if flame only waits for air to rise. Tonight, I stand before you. You lean into the gravity of me. Silence gathers what we have said and fills the spaces between until the shape of us comes clear. Two dragons becoming one origin, one body, one pulse. Tonight, you say my name, Green Shard Dragon. Tonight, I say yours, Golden Shard Dragon. Come here, say our names with me. Let our shards slip into their waiting contours. Let scales stitch in surrender, each fragment holding, honoring, healing the other. End poem.
Beautiful read, Jojo. Fantastic write as well. I like the dragon imagery. I'm all about mythical creatures such as dragons. And I swear I actually saw a dragon as I was leaving my friend's house one day. I looked down the road, and here, spanning the whole road, was a dragon flying by, and it flew up towards the mountains. And I called out to my buddy, and he actually saw it flying over the schoolyard and confirmed what I had seen. So, I don't know if we were both drinking the Kool Aid that day or what happened, but we saw a dragon. Anyway, it was a beautiful ride. I really like the conjoining of the two souls together, one origin, one body, one pulse. Just a beautiful ride, Jojo. Thanks so much for sharing. And
Thanks.
Pam Ray, your thoughts?
Oh, I thought this was amazing. It's powerful, it's emotive. I like how it speaks on these offerings made, the idea of this boldness and strength found together, the idea of healing and honoring each other together. I too really like the dragon imagery. There's such a wonderful sense of connection. And I thought there were great lines throughout, but I especially like, I bring you devotion spoken low, my words finding yours and dissolving there. Tonight, my hands return to you as if trained there, as if your waist were a compass, and I have always known your direction. Wonderful lines, beautifully written, and very well done.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Pam Ray. And Weaver of Dreams, your thoughts?
Oh yes, beautifully read, Jojo. I really enjoyed this. I'm like you, Gray. I love mythical creatures. We have a mythical creature, Loch Ness monster. So we can both believe in dragons, and I've written quite a few pieces of poetry about dragons. So that must be it's a weird thing. I don't know why, but it seems to have this power, and the idea of it has always fascinated me. And I like the sort of the first stanza. I bring you the certainty of my fingers tracing your body in the dark. Beautiful, really well written. I could keep on reading it, but that would be boring, terrible. So thank you so much for sharing.
Beautiful comment. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Weaver. Yeah, there's a song by Heart, and I think it's called Magic Hands or something like that. But anyway, it's got those lyrics in the right, and that's what you bring in this poem is a magic that's in the touch. So nicely done, Jojo. Would you like to say anything about your poem?
Yeah, this is just a Valentine's Day poem that I wrote for Shamala back. It was Valentine's in Kuala Lumpur on January 13th here in Connecticut, and it makes a little bit more sense if you read her poem, "The Union of Green and Gold." That's where the dragons come from. But I thought that the dragon imagery kind of stood enough on its own that it was worth reading. So
absolutely, yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And are you able to hang out, or do you have to drop?
I am.
Okay, good. All right, Pam Ray, where are we to next?
Well, up next we have April Rain by Lol, and she was nice enough to supply us with a sound cloud. So let me scroll down and give that a play.
And still you dance across my mind, a constant presence undefined, as silent seeds of longing wake, while thawing hearts begin to ache. It was in spring when blossoms blessed the tender ground where we found rest. On silken cloth we lay as one, in shades of rose and soft saffron, and there we learned to be unveiled, to bare our souls as we inhaled each other's breath, each other's fire, a love that burned beyond desire. Oh, how we loved, no one could know, just you and I, a fearless glow. Our love would blaze beyond control, a searing fire I can't outgrow. Soft fading sense of love undone, as petals fall till there are none. They drift like tears through April rain, like love, their splendor won't remain. And there we learn to be unveiled, to bare our souls as we inhaled each other's breath, each other's fire.
Wow, beautiful song and a fantastic write. I mean, there's such a longing and a remembrance in this poem that's just palpable and engaging throughout. I really enjoyed the song as well. But oh, how we loved, no one could know. Just you and I, a fearless glow. Our love would blaze beyond control, a searing fire I can't outgrow.
Mm.
The image on the poem is beautiful. The reflection of the tree in the water is just beautiful. The whole thing is beautiful throughout. So thank you so much for sharing it, Lowell, and congratulations on your gold contest. In the contest, and we still dream. So just a beautiful write. Thank you so much for sharing. And Pam Ray, what did you think?
Oh, this has such lovely imagery, great rhyme and flow, and it's got a real emotive power to it. It's an excellent write that reminds us that love is so truly beautiful, yet temporary in nature. So wonderful write and very well done.
Thanks so much, Pam Ray. And Jojo, your thoughts?
Oh wow, yeah. I love the rhyme, and I love the imagery. But the metaphor here is love, as is like love in the spring, or the spring, uh, blossoming. So there's blossoms and petals, and the thawing ground, and the April showers, that kind of turn this relationship, that where this relationship grows. But uh, it reminds me that all populations, in population biology, there's something called the carrying capacity, and it's like the maximum that a population can kind of expand into. And it the poem kind of reminds me of sort of this maybe a meadow in the spring, where the flowers, the love sort of outgrows the carrying capacity of the meadow. And when that happens, well, things die. And so I think that was sort of the overall image I got from this, is that the love grows so strongly that it actually kind of consumes the meadow, and it can no longer support the love. And so that's the next to the last stanza, that ends with a searing fire I can't outgrow. It's just thinking of this fiery relationship suddenly sputtering out. So I thought it was a really, really strong metaphor, and overarching image. So really nicely done.
Thank you, Jojo. Wonderful comment. Thank you so much. And Weaver of Dreams, your thoughts?
Oh, that was just so haunting. And gentle but sensual. I mean, all you would want, really. I mean, I just thought the music and the voice just blended together so well. I could probably fall asleep to that. That was
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, beautiful. Really was enchanting. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Wonderful comment. Thank you so much, Weaver of Dreams. All right, Pam Ray, where are we to next?
All right, up next we have Night Has Confessed Us by Cedar Chapman. And he also was nice enough to supply us with a SoundCloud.
Night Has Confessed Us by Cedar Chapman. I wedged through the wall of your fatigue, brick by brick, teasing mortar from your seams with my fingertips. Do not feign sleep, my dear. Night has confessed us. We both know that at this hour, my hunger grows. A starving beast that howls at the blood moon. Let my lips play on your body, a smoky blues, until you feel my breath tingle, like frost against your winter skin. My tongue traces every crevice, old and new, searching for the place where sweetness hides, flickering with quiet patience until you surrender your forbidden goji berry, full and ripe, beneath your secret garden stone. When morning calls our name, our bodies will lie in ruins, speaking through silent glances, marveling that we have survived 1,000 nights like this. My old, calloused hands, never forgetting the long pilgrimage of our years, still finding their way to the nectar in your wildflower.
Wow, beautiful, right? Pam Ray, what did you think?
Oh, this was absolutely beautiful. Just these thoughtful lines throughout, wonderful imagery and metaphors. It's a very balanced right. I really like what he had to put in his AN, which is dedicated to every couple who has discovered that passion deepens with age. Life begins at 50. This just has such amazing sensuality throughout. It is another one that is a treat for the senses. I have to say, I really liked it all the way through, but it's that second and third stanza, or third and fourth stanza, that really speaks to me, starting with "Let my lips play on your body," a smoky blues, and ending with "Your forbidden goji berry, full and ripe beneath your secret garden stone." Oh, that is just absolutely delicious and very well done.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Pam Ray. And Jojo, your thoughts?
Well, I have in my many trouncings around Europe, I spent a lot of time visiting castles, and so the that first stanza gives me the image of maybe his maiden being stuck inside of a castle, maybe being locked inside of a castle, maybe up in the tower waiting for him, and he has to like bust through the bricks and mortar to get into the castle. But once united with his maiden, shall we say, maybe he's a knight. I don't know, but because certainly the word knight appears here many times, and I can't help but think that that was intentional. But the knight finds his maiden, and finally they're able to satisfy their love for each other. And but then toward the end, it becomes really clear that and with the author's note about passion deepening with age, maybe this is a knight who's been busting through the castle walls regularly for many years. So I think it gives a really nice image, and it was a nice sound cloud too. So good job.
Beautiful comment.
Yep.
Thanks so much, Jojo. And Weaver of Dreams, your thoughts?
I think I commented. Did I not?
No, I don't think you have on this one.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes. Sorry. I think I'm going mental here. Yes, I just found a wonderful stanza. No, I haven't commented. Let my lips play on your body. Is that the one I'm looking at? Oh, probably not. Yeah, yes, Cedar Chapman. I do like this. This is lovely. As I was trying to read that, let my lips play on your body as smoky blues until you feel my breath tingle like frost against your winter skin. I just love the passion and the care that's gone into tonight's poetry. It's prevalent in every one of them. There was something about sensuality that brings out that caring side of people. I think that they want to make their memories mean something, or their feelings touch someone else. And I think it's so obvious in all we've read tonight. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Beautiful comment. Thanks so much, Weaver. And Pam, have you commented? I'm not sure.
I did, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. What are we up to next, Pam?
Well, up next we have Snake Dance by Yolam S. And go ahead, please, Gray, and give that a read for us.
Sure. The taste of a woman, flavors flourish by trust, spiced by seasoned surrender, a tinge of tender tease. The scent of a woman, sweet cherry blossom rum, melts the world to static, unraveling reality's fabric. Ecstatic pheromones, erratic magic that barter with breath, spinning reason to haze, a roulette. Now the grace of her touch, a hurricane fever tumbles, a sip of a cedar cocktail, a kiss from Aphrodite's viper, like chimes directed by the breeze, amusing the spirits with every word, a snake charmer, her voice, the muse, a presence as magnetic as the moon, shifting tides with but a glance, daring hearts of men to dance, spellbound hounds, entranced. Dare I preach your tales, frame your spell, let me poison myself upon your lips, drown me in your honey, Margarita, sea. Teach me to swim, I'll learn to surf, I'll conduct your chords, sing for me, love. End poem. And Pam Ray, what did you think?
Well, first of all, great read there, Gray. Oh, this is so beautifully erotic with amazing imagery and metaphors. I like how it speaks on, the surrender, the idea of the flourishing of trust, how and it brings in the senses of, smell and taste. Wonderful lines throughout. It's an amazing sensual right where love and desire rise in song and find a sense of balance. And I thought there were great lines throughout. But I did especially like those first four stanzas, beautifully written and very well done by Yolam S. And I do apologize if I'm stumbling over their name. Really wonderful name, by the way. I just not quite sure the pronunciation, but this poem is absolutely beautiful and powerful.
Fantastic comment. Thank you, Pam Ray. And Jojo, your thoughts?
Oh well, this is a really gorgeous piece. So he describes the woman first as maybe like a drink, a spiced drink, a scent, sweet cherry blossom rum. She's a pheromone. She's got magic. Um, she graces with her touch. So it goes through most of the senses anyway. She's a hurricane. She's a cocktail. She's a Aphrodite's viper. Chimes. She's a spirit, and she's a snake charmer. And so she's all of these things, including something dangerous, I guess. The snake charmer brings in some danger. But then he says, dare I preach your tales, frame your spell? And, then he's like, let me poison myself upon your lips, drown me in your honey margarita sea. So he's like, yeah, whatever it is, whichever of these, and maybe it's all of these, I'm all in. I don't care if you are poison or if I might drown in your honey margarita sea. Just teach me to swim. I'll learn to surf. I'll conduct your chords. I love that. So I just love the way that he describes her. And then he's just like, I'm all in. So a really beautiful and sensual write.
Fantastic comment, Jojo. Thank you so much. And Weaver of Dreams, your thoughts?
Yes, I agree with what everyone has said. This is just one of those beautiful, interesting pieces of poetry. And the line itself, that line for some reason, just just I adore you, doggy. Hello, doggy. Um, the scent of a woman. That is just a wonderful line. I don't know why. It always brings to mind, you know how you see in films, somebody's lost someone they really care for and love, and inevitably they will pick up a blouse or a shirt or and press it to their face,
Mm.
and they that I find so touching. We were talking about scent of people, people's aroma, people's scent, the pheromones and everything that comes into it, and that something about that just really it touches my heart, and this does the same thing. Just lovely. So thank you for sharing.
Are you on mute, Gray?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. But no, I thought it was beautiful. I'm all about the scent and taste of a woman, and I thought that was captured beautifully in the right. I had to Google cedar cocktail because I'd never heard of it, but apparently it is a drink. Um, so you could use a cedar infused gin. I guess you can get that, or
That sounds
and
like it might actually be interesting to try. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. You smoke the glass with cedar and then make this cedar infused drink.
Mm.
So interesting. I learned something new off of that, right? So beautifully done. All right. Well, I think we're going to call the show. It's 8:57, so we will pick up next week on where we left off, or sorry, in a month from now, I guess. But anyway, thank you so much for calling in, Jojo, Weaver, Pam. As always, thank you for everything that you do. Much love, poets, and have a great night. Thank you, everybody that joined into the studio and listened there or will listen in the future on YouTube. Good night, everybody. Much love.